Hello viewers. So the next question asked is, what we read, the subjects that we read in science, are they right or wrong? So this is a great question. So we read science, modern science, physics, chemistry, mathematics, quantum physics, classical physics. So whether all these things are wrong? No, these things are not wrong. These things are correct. But science means special knowledge. That means gaining some special kind of knowledge. So you can gain some special kind of knowledge through many directions. That means you can reach the same point through many directions. Now the difference between the philosophical approach and the mathematical approach is like this. Very simple thing, we can say just one word or one sentence will be sufficient for this. In today's science, we do not think about ourselves. We do not think about ourselves. We think about the surroundings. What is there? What is that object? What is inside that object? What is inside that object? And inside of that object? And inside of that object. So we think about the outside material. But we do not think about our body, our mind, our thinking, our thought, the power of our imagination, our dreams. So there can be two types of approach that can be made to reach the same point, but one will be faster, another will be slower. So suppose you want to reach ultimate destination, that is how we are created. That's why we are studying, to know what is there, how we are created, how this universe is created. So these are some of the questions that I will be discussing later. So how we are created, how these creatures are there, whether some other creatures are there on the outside planet or galaxy. So these are some of the questions. And what is inside the material? So what is inside the material? Atoms. And what is inside atom? So electron, proton, neutron, or other particles, neutrino, quark. So, and whether other particles are there, other smaller particles are there. So these are some of our trying to find out. So this can be done in two ways. One is you just bring a microscope and you feed it and you see it. So if your power of the microscope is less, then you will see only, you cannot see atom also. So if you increase the power, you can see atom. If you increase the power, then you may see electron, proton, etc. Another thing is, every individual, human being or animal, whatever, all these are the part of universe. So we are created from the universe. We are the part of universe. My material body is a part of universe, but my soul is not. My soul is part of universe, but it is not the material part of the universe. It is pure energy. So our soul is pure energy. But my material body consists of all the things that is abundant in the universe. Whatever you will find in the universe, in macroparticles or in microparticles, so all these things are present within my body, in my brain, and all these things are there. So there can be two sort of approach. In Vedic ages, the main approach of science was to approach yourself. You have to approach yourself. You have to judge yourself. You have to check yourself. You have to feed microscope within yourself. So this can be done by particular mindset. So you have to set your mind towards your body. You have to think who you are, where from you have originated. So there are some ways, some guru or you can say some masters are required for this. Because without masters you will be guideless. Like when we want to study physics or say mathematics, then a teacher is required. So just in the same way, if you want to study your body, your mind, then a teacher or guru or master is required. So these masters will guide you. How will you start? So first, starting is a difficult thing, to invade your body and to judge who you are and how you are created. If you can judge yourself, if you can judge at least 10 or 20% of yourself, then you will be much more than a scientist of NASA. But this is not very easy job. This is difficult and time-taking job. But it will not take so much time. Like we study from class, say from beginning level, from kindergarten, and we end at after say 20 years or 25 years. So it will not take 25 years. It will take 2 years or 3 years. So it is the shortest path, number one. Number two is that what are you finding? That is very important. You are studying one theory. So this is theory. Hypothesis. Some are hypothesis, hypothetical. Some are true. Some may not be true. Some may not be true. So that you can see that one scientist say this is the absolute thing, final thing. Then another scientist after 20 years say no, that is not the final thing. This is the final thing. So after 20 years another scientist came and he says no, this is the final thing. So in this way, so the science is going or elaborating, or you can say it is trying to find out something. But the finding is like, here you are finding something, there you are finding something, there you are finding something. So it is like this. All these experiments are in different level. So altogether they are giving some results, but till date we have not reached the level that we should reach. So this is my special intention to motivate the students to read Vedic text, because Vedic text is directly written by the monks who have seen the universe directly. So how universe can be seen? With sitting in home, that there is a process. So you can roam around the universe and it is faster than the speed of light. So you can see the whole universe and you can write it. What is there? Everything. So you read that text and you follow their path. So you will be reaching the same point, in which point the scientist will take at least say 2000 years. So you can reach it within 5 years or 6 years. But you have to read the text like you believe in Avogadro number 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So have you counted? You have not counted, but you believe that when this is taking place, when this volume, Avogadro's volume formula, when this is correct, that means its number, whatever he has given, that should be correct. So likewise, when you see that something is working, say a little bit of astrology is working, that means there is some sense. If this is right, then another thing should be right. So you should give some time on Vedic text also. So Vedic texts are very rich. At first you cannot understand the meaning of the Vedic text, whatever they have written. But if you go thoroughly, and if you have a master who is good quality master, who can make a connection between the modern science and the Vedic text, so he can make you understand that there is a very elaborate study about the universe and who are you, how we are created, is done in Vedic text. And everything is crystal clear. So you do not have any, after reading that, you will not have any confusion that who you are, how you are created. You will not try to find out this. And you will not go to describe it to another one. Because you will be saturated. There is a point that is called saturation point. When you will be saturated, when you will be knowing all the things, then you will not go to elaborate it to someone who is very less knowledgeable, who is a scientist of NASA. You will not go to them to elaborate your knowledge, because he will say, show me. So it cannot be sin. It cannot be shown to someone. It can be felt. Because if you move faster than light, suppose you are moving faster than light, now I am moving faster than light. So I cannot show you that I am moving faster than light. If I say, my father is sitting here, my father is sitting here, I can see him. You cannot see him. You cannot see him, that is your fault. But I can see him because I feel him. So it is my feeling I can see him, but you cannot see him. So there are, like you saw a dream yesterday, you are telling about your dream. So when you see a dream, it looks like it is real, isn't it? So whenever you are in dream, it seems it is all real. But whenever you tell someone, then he thinks, okay, it may happen in dream, but it was dream, but it is not true. It is not true. But for you, for that moment, it was true. When you were just visualizing the dream, when you were seeing the dream, then you were true. You shout, you cry, you can jump out, you can do many things in dream, because that was the reality for you then, for that time. But that was not reality for other one. So just same way, when I will tell about this reality, so he will think he is telling lie. So I will not go to explain it to someone who will not believe me, because I am in dream, but he is not seeing the same dream. So that is the point of difference. But overall, to judge the absolute thing, you have to go to the Vedic text, because this science will lead you to some point where you will find many things, but you will not reach to the ultimate goal. You cannot find whatever you want to see, whatever you want to. If you are particularly studying astronomy, so I would recommend you to better to read astrology, not astronomy. Vedic astrology is much more stronger thing. About that I also tell about Vedic astrology, how much strong it is, and it has some connection with all this formulation of modern days. Okay, thank you.